That was a big day, and then at the end of it, you looked at me with those big blue eyes and that big old beard, just angry, and you said, "Fuck are you doing?"
For 4 hours, he was convincing me why waiting a year to start this company was the right idea.
A company we already had going.
Literally. You were like, this is why it needs to be 10 months from now. There's nothing different about me other than I didn't accept the excuses you're accepting. I took action in light of the insecurity, not allowed the insecurity to allow me to overthink it.
What's the one quality that makes a person able to climb to whatever dream God put in their heart? And I really think it's this. Mike Claudio, dude, blessing to have you on the show,
It's so good to see you.
You look great.
Thanks, man.
I see you've gotten into golf.
Yes.
And
Golf's got in me. Golf might be balls deep, bro. Like,
how's the golf? Because the last time I played with you was at Legends for my 46th birthday here in Franklin.
Yeah,
you and Andrew.
Yeah.
How's the golf game like? We got any good?
It's you know, like, so like I don't have hobbies, right? Like I have obsessions. And like up until this year, I'd never broken 80 in my life. My handicap probably maxed at like a 12.
Yeah.
12, 13, somewhere in there. It's probably like where like I was like my best. And I was like, okay, I needed a hobby again.
Yeah.
I need to get away from the computer. I got to get away from work. Like I need to get outside more. Right. You know, a lot of what I do is at a computer, just like you, like, you know, getting time outside and was really important. I was like, I'm kind of like going through a season. I need a break.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I want a hobby, and I want a hobby that's not going to take me away from the family. Like that was really important to me.
Right.
Because I'm separated enough as it is with just being traveling and speaking and leading companies and everything else, right? And so got back into golf, and I was like, I needed it to be something that was going to draw me away. So like I went to PGA Store, sold my entire bag back to them, got all new clubs.
What'd you get?
So I got Cleveland RTZ wedges. I got Mizuno JPX 925.
You like the Mizunos?
I like the Mizunos.
Do you really?
They feel
cool.
so good.
I tried those, man. They didn't feel good with me.
So I was between those and the P770s.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, the Mizunos just
dude, feel. It's a good look too.
I got the black on, black out, like black head, black.
That's dude.
It looks so good.
That is you.
And because I've never had a driver before, like you knew that one hit a 3-wood. So I got the R7 mini driver.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Crushing it.
Yeah.
And then the QI35 5-wood and 3-wood.
So did you join a place?
No.
Okay.
No. I've just been playing a bunch. I've played 70 rounds since April.
As you said, you know,
and that's just on course. That doesn't count. Like I bought a simulator, like a low cost one.
Right.
I mean, I've probably taken 1,000 swings a week.
You texted me about what we did.
Yeah, I got the SkyTrack.
You can get them now, man, and they're not super expensive.
I'm into the whole simulator setup for like less than $4,000.
Yeah.
You know, between like the launch monitor, the hitting mat, the net. I'm on my third net. Keep putting holes in them.
Did you get a projector, or did you just hit into it and you got it on the screen?
I attached it to an iPad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's right. Yeah, and then like I'll AirPlay the iPad to the TV if I really want to see it bigger. But
have you got the boys into it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they got clubs. Tiff got clubs. Tiff has been playing. Tiff broke. Shot a 92 last week.
Dude, that's impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. No, she was hitting the ball great. So I'm like, okay, so I start playing, I'm playing, and then like I'm starting to like get good, and then I got like I'm stupid good.
Yeah.
I'm currently at a 3.9 handicap.
Dude, that's solid.
Dude, but it's like
that's solid.
Now it's annoying because like now an 81's a really frustrating round, and that used to be like the best round I used to play.
Dude. That's the thing about golf is like I remember when we had our country club membership and I got really good. If you shoot the 81, you're like, I got to get back to practice.
That's what I did.
If you shoot a 71, you're like, bro, I'm on a roll now. I got to get back and keep that.
Correct.
It's like it never ends, man.
And that's why I went to the simulator before I came here. I'm like, because I played.
Where was that?
It's like 5 minutes from here. Nashville City Club.
Yeah.
Has a Nashville City Golf.
Dude,
it's
that's
like
big.
When you walk in on the ground floor, they have 3 bays right there.
Really?
Yeah. It was like $40 an hour for the bay.
The one down in Cool Springs here, man, there's 2 or 3 of them. They stay packed all the time.
Yeah.
They have memberships, people going in there playing at 1 a.m. It's insane how busy
they are. I warmed up, played 18 holes, and played 9 holes par 3 in an hour and a half.
Like I said, that all or nothing, man. Well, you look, but
I played bad. Like we tried to like force a round yesterday, like after the event in Atlanta, and Sam and I went out to this course, and it was
you got Sam out there now.
Yeah, Sam's terrible. And Sam
well,
knows
you're at least an
terrible.
ex-baseball guy, man.
Yeah, so like Sam's gonna figure it out, but like right now he's just he lacks a lot of mobility in his rotational ability. So he's just not.
Well, he's lost a ton of weight too.
Yeah, he's put some back on, but not like knocking him. He's just like he got too he was dieting too aggressively.
Yeah, which is hard to maintain.
It is. Like his blood work was all off, and like he really needed to get some like some maintenance back.
Yeah, dude.
But like, so we went to this, like I found the closest course I could, and I mean it was probably the most tactical course I've ever played.
Yeah,
like
target golf.
Target golf. It was absolutely target golf, and I did not hit the ball well because I was playing with him and this like old guy who was like really angry the whole time, and like trying to help Sam. And like Sam's probably he probably wouldn't break 120 if he was actually scoring. And I'm like dealing with this other guy and him. And it was just like, I played terribly.
Dude, golf, you got to be like,
I was 7 over on the front.
Yeah.
And then,
you got to be,
but then I parred the next like 5.
Yeah.
And so like, I think I parred like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I'm like, okay, like, but like it was target golf.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got to get some swings in. So I went and played 18 from the blues and shot even on the simulator.
So what are you doing in town this week?
I got an event the next 2 days.
Is it?
It's at the Gaylord.
Are you speaking?
I'm not speaking at this one. Brian Gottlieb is speaking at this one.
Got it. Who's it? What's the event called?
It's called the Huge Conference. Okay. It's specifically for like exterior cleaning companies.
Yeah.
So it's not like our perfect ideal client on the coaching side, just from, low ticket clients are tough for us on the coaching side.
Yeah.
But I think it should be a good audience for our marketing,
for sure,
marketing services.
Well, so talking about our history a little bit, man, and to that, I joined Arte in 2021. This was like around February, March.
Yeah.
And, they're not real one-on-one. And I kind of put a post in the group chat or whatever, wanting more one-on-one coaching. Of course, Mike Claudio is mentioned like 500 times. I'm like, Mike Claudio, who's this dude? So I looked up some content, and there's this big burly dude with the beard, just preaching it.
Santa Claus laugh.
I remember I reached out to you, and I think your reply back to me was like, what do you want?
Yeah. In that season, I had no time for anybody.
Dude, none, man. But I ended up hopping on a
created
call.
Scarcity by just being a dick to people.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, it worked because you're like, well, dang, man, this dude must have it going on. And so I ended up popping on a call with Clifton, Muck and Foose, and he had we were talking through stuff, and I think so that fall of 21 is when I joined WinRate, and it was just an incredible experience just because it's just the one-on-one coaching thing is something that you can't find, not only find, but you can't really replicate the genuineness that you guys bring.
It's really hard to articulate it too.
It is,
like,
man.
what makes you different? Like, man, it's I've been trying to explain it for 7 years.
I know. It's so really hard. It's really hard to explain. It's just a culture that you guys have developed.
We love different. Like that's what we internally we were like, what makes we love different.
Yeah.
And like that's really hard to put in a marketing campaign.
Yeah. It is. And so, you guys typically and still do market to contractors, roofing, remodel.
Home service companies.
Well, we were doing engineering, but it still works, man. The principles you guys talk to, that you teach, it's really about building a person from the inside out. It's about going down to the foundational level, and let's unpack that. And so, fast forward, you and I sit down in the spring of 2022. Now, you and I have different memories on this, but we went to, was it Asheville?
We were in Asheville.
Micah comes, you and I talk for 4.5 hours, bro.
You brought a binder, bro.
I brought probably stapler, highlighters, white out. I mean, I wanted to be prepared.
No, he was unloading his door-to-door Staples sales bag on.
I brought a laptop.
He had different color ink, highlighters.
I can't disagree. I can't deny it, bro.
You're an organized son of a bitch.
Dude, I had a 400-pound laptop that would have launched a missile.
It required two chargers.
It did, man. It did.
Turning it on was like the Millennium Falcon firing up.
That is the truth, man. And we sat down and we talked for 4.5 hours. And like I said, Micah said 5 words, but there were 2 major things that came out of that. Number one, you shrunk down my 5-sentence mission statement to be undeniable and a powerful force for Christ.
What a day!
That was a big day. And then at the end of it, you looked at me with those big blue eyes and that big old beard, just angry. And you said, what the fuck are you doing? And that's what he said to me. And I looked at him kind of like, it took me a bit, because you got to understand, I'm a strong personality. He's a strong personality. And you're kind of like taken back when
For 4 hours, he was convincing me why waiting a year to start this company was the right idea.
A company we already had going.
Literally. You were like, this is why it needs to be 10 months from now.
I know. And it was just basically me making excuses.
You needed someone to push you off the ledge.
You did.
Man.
And that's what, and so I looked at you and I said, what do you mean? Knowing what you meant. And you go, you know exactly what I mean. Why are you not doing this on your own?
Yeah.
And went in the next week, turned in my notice. We went to Fort Lauderdale in May.
Still one of the best events.
That was one of the best events I've ever been to. We were out on the beach working out at 6 a.m.
That dinner still stands out as like one of the best dinners because there was like 70 or 80 people there.
Oh, dude.
That was one of the biggest, the highest attended ones we had at that point. And that dinner just went flawless for that amount of people. Yeah,
and I just, the culture, the energy, out on the beach, everything, man, the workouts, just... we were in that whole group, and I remember we all had to write down our mission statement, and you were up on stage pounding away, and we kind of went one by one, everybody reciting their mission statement. And you knew what I was going through at the time, which because of when I left, and I went to mine and I said mine, and you kind of teared up about it because you knew what I was going through. And that was the empathy I think that you guys really provide. You guys really try to dig deep into your people. There's us really do care. You do.
Like,
no, I know.
I mean, and we care enough to tell you our truth.
Exactly.
I don't call it the truth because we've had two sides of the same coin. We're both right about a lot of things as we built out.
Yeah.
Over the last, those 2 years following as we built the company out and the people and everything else. Yeah. Like, we both had our truths, but I built a culture around telling people the truth.
Yeah.
From a place of love and care, not a place of aggression or turmoil or with an intent to hurt. But sometimes you gotta be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, you do. I mean, that to me is caring.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're not standing for exactly who you are, what you want, your core values, you're going to attract people you don't want into that culture. And, that's one thing that you've really done a great job setting the standard on, bro, is when there's misalignment in the core values between you and whoever, you point it out, and you're like, hey, listen, man, either pivot or we got to separate. Yeah. Not judging you.
It's never a judgment. It's never you're wrong or you're bad and I'm right and I'm good. It's just there's a misalignment here, and I don't live in misalignments.
Yeah.
Because it ends up dragging energy and success and power away from everything. And that doesn't make it wrong. It just makes it not right for me.
Well, and the thing that you do with that I think is so powerful is you set the example for the people there that come to these events. Because, I mean, let's be honest, man. Most people that come to you are broken.
Yeah.
They are. I mean, dude, everybody's broken. We all live in glass houses. We were talking about this year for me, for Micah, for the company. It's all hard, right? You've had a little bit of a tough year. I look at it as you still grow through that. I think you grow more through tough, obviously, but in the end, a lot of these people are coming and they're not making decisions like that. They're buried underneath people who they've never let go because they didn't have the courage to do it. And they're taken advantage of, or they're hooked on pornography or drugs or alcoholism or whatever. And I have watched you and the rest of the team from Clifton, Sam, Les, all of them, work with them, pour into them, try to bring them along and have patience and understanding and empathy with them. And dude, you can't reproduce that. That culture that has been built there is incredible and something you should be completely proud of. Not to mention you're an author. You wrote the book Too Strong in 2021, which is still one of my favorite books. Talks about your story a little bit, man, which I would love. I've heard it 15,000 times, but I love it every time, man. It's a powerful story because to see where you've come from with all that, it's a testimony, one that should be shared because everybody's struggling. And
it's amazing what you can do when you just decide that whatever it is not acceptable to tolerate anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, the pain, the self-talk, the relationship, the hobbies, the habits, whatever it is. Like when you get sick and tired of your own shit,
yeah,
like what you're capable of doing when you're like ready to run away from that version of yourself and like kill it, like absolutely leave it behind. No, people like I tell a story sometimes because like it still kind of like catches me off guard sometimes.
Yeah.
But someone asked me once, like, who's the best win rate client success story? Mm-hmm. And like guys like you and Les and
my man Les.
and like there's some big ones. But I remember for whatever reason that day, I was like going through the list and I was like going back towards the beginning.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to like navigate. Okay, who's the best? Let me think back through the last 4 or 5 years. And then my answer, and I'd never answered this way before, it was I am a product of what we teach. I am a product of the lessons and the tactics and the strategies. Like I am an outcome from the things we teach.
Yeah.
And because I everything that we do, everything that we coach, like I did it for me first.
Yeah.
And tested it, analyzed it, figured out how to deploy it, figured out how to teach it. But like ultimately I did it for me first.
Yeah, man.
And like that's sometimes I take that for granted. Like, because it's not easy to do the shit we ask people to do.
It's
like,
not.
To like get honest with yourself and like dream selfishly and like aggressively identify who you want to be and what you want to be known for, and then don't let anything stop you from getting there.
Yeah,
that comes with a lot of loss.
It does, dude. And that was the one thing that I always talk through that you really helped me with was you taught me, dude, be 100% you, which I think we can all agree I'm a pretty strong personality, right? But growing up and all through life,
there's only one way to be undeniable, Joshua.
People are like, exactly, man. And people are like, hey, bro, you're too much. Turn that back. They can't see what you see, like crazy stuff, ideas and people working out and developing programs within your company and having these huge goals and stuff. They can't see it, so they judge you. And I would listen to them. But you really pushed me to step outside of it and said, bro, just go all in on yourself.
I remember driving to your house from the office when we built the word for 2024.
Yep.
So this is like fall 23, late 23.
Yep.
And like when we built the word for 20, like I'll never forget, we were sitting at a stoplight. We had come out of your office, turned to the right. We were sitting at the stoplight to turn left to go to your old house.
Yep.
And it just happened. Right, Fortify just like showed up.
Yep.
And then you took it to a place I couldn't have. Right? Because I get like, but in such an amazing way. Like you had like a 600-pound I-beam like forged with the word Fortify in it, like hanging in the office.
We do, man.
Like 5 weeks later.
Have you seen the sign for Flourish?
No.
I'll send it to you, man. I got like this huge sheet metal sign design. It's freaking phenomenal.
It's great.
Well, what's cool is you and I talked about, foundation was 1 year, Fortify was the next year, Flourish. Well, now there's this word that's coming to mind, and we're by no means wanting to sell the company, but it's finish. And so it got me thinking about our next book, The 4 F Words of Business. And so I'm thinking about this biblically, and it literally aligns with Ecclesiastes, the seasons of life. And so these 4 words, finish in Ecclesiastes talking about death or moving on or whatever.
Yep.
Business, it can be moving up to a different level. You bring in your leadership team, which we're pretty much almost there with the leadership team that's keeping me able to do some of these cool things like undeniable mentality, the profiling and the
just thinking about
is it not crazy?
The first time I had to coach you through like giving up any control.
Dude, it's hard.
Golly, you were working literally 100 hours a week. Like that's not like some badge of honor. Like you were literally
I know. I remember you got on me.
100 hours a week. Like you were missing everything to be at the office, to finalize the design, to finalize the engineering. Like it was just.
And you called me one day and you were like, because I'd posted something up. I think I got up at like 1 or 2 a.m. or something to start work, and get some stuff done. And you called me, you're like, dude, you are not setting a good example by telling everybody sleep deprivation's okay. And I was like, Thank you once again, Mike Claudio, for slapping me in the face. But always will. And at the time, you weren't even my direct coach. Mm-mm. It was still with Clifton. Mm-mm. And you decided to call me and talk with me through that because I hadn't even gone into the Hall of Fame yet, which is that because you've got Hall of Fame, Champion Circle.
And then Small Business Academy.
And the Small Business Academy, that's right.
Yeah, those are 3 levels. So
talk to me a little bit about some of the big things y'all are working on or you're working on, speaking wise.
Right now, it's like we're a year into marketing services. Mm-hmm. That's probably the biggest thing that we're right. You know, we it was August last year when we started offering done for you marketing services.
Right.
Personally, the biggest thing is this fractional C-level stuff. You know, really stepping in and running companies for ownership.
Yeah.
So I do fractional, what I call COO work.
Right.
And what happens is the owner of the company brings me in, for the most part, hands me the keys and then gets out of my way.
Yeah.
And if you would have told me years ago that people would be paying me $30,000 a month to come in and like fractionally help them run their company, like I wouldn't have believed it.
Right.
It's still like, there's still some insecurities around it. Like, how do I bring enough value to be worth that?
Yeah. Like imposter syndrome.
Yeah. So I've done it with 6 companies now. Mm-hmm. Typically it's about a year. Mm-hmm. My goal is not to be there forever. Cause there's a lot of people I think that need my help. So like, you know, most of them were about a year. And, one of the biggest things I've learned, they all said it at some point in the agreement. Cause I'm like, hey man, are you sure this is still working for you?
Yeah.
Cause like, it's not a small amount of money. And they all said the same thing. I get more out of you for $30,000 a month.
Yep. For
fraction of your time,
right,
than I would paying 2 people $20,000 a month to be here full time.
Yep.
And that's still a little, I'm more comfortable with it now. Like, remember the first time throwing the contract out, I'm like, I was trying to get him to say no. Like, that was one of those
trying to talk him out,
price me out,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And then the last one was like, no, I'm worth it because like now I've done it. I've seen the value of me doing it. I've had some great experiences in that process, learned a lot.
But you know, Mike, and you know this because you've been doing it long enough, but I mean, that's part of it. When you step into something new like that, that I don't think people understand. You know, they look at a Mike Claudio and they go, well, yeah, that makes sense to me. But we all have a imposter side when we step into new things because I mean, dude, it's like, you're entering into a room that's dark that you never, you know it, but you don't. And you have to continually be pushing and being strong, courageous, pushing back fear, pushing back zero doubt, man, you know, and that's part of growth. And that's something you've always been really good at and always been willing to accept that challenge.
Well, and I think objectively, I agree it makes sense, or I wouldn't even, like, you know me, like, I'm not here to, like, sell somebody I can't fall, like, on something I can't
there
fall
is
through
not
on, right?
I mean, everybody's a little bit full of crap, but, man, there ain't a whole lot of full of crap in you.
I'm only going to do things that I know I can fall through on, right? And so, but I think where the imposter is that one client experience from 3 years ago that didn't go as well as I thought it was going to. Right. Like, you don't hear about those. You know, I'm not putting that one on the website, you know what I mean? But, like, WinRate doesn't have a 100% success run. You know,
Nobody does.
No one does. But like, I think that's where externally it's like, well, of course you built a multi-million-dollar company in a year. But like going into it, you had the 2008, 2009.
You dang right. We still deal with it.
Right. And so like, that's where I think so many people look at others as like, they must have it easier. And it's like, honestly, go fuck yourself. Like, it's so disheartening when people think that I have what I have because I'm different.
Yep.
And they don't have the edge that we have.
Right.
So they can't. And that freaking drives me nuts, Josh.
Too, man.
Because it's like, there's nothing different about me other than I didn't accept the excuses you're accepting.
I agree.
That's the only difference.
I agree.
I took action in light of the insecurity.
Yeah.
Not allowed the insecurity to allow me to overthink it.
Amen.
Like, I'm not better at firing people.
You just do it.
I just do it faster.
Yeah.
Like, I don't enjoy it. Oh, Michael, it's easy for you. Like, what an asshole thing to say to somebody. Bro. Like, what a lack of empathy, a lack of seeing people, to look at me and say, well, you have what you have because they're like, it's easy for you. It drives me nuts.
And all they're doing is making an excuse for themselves.
But that's the frustrating part. I'm not mad because they think it was easy for me. I'm mad because they think it's hard for them.
That's exactly right.
If you would just step up and look, there are days I look at it and go like, God did give me a special gift. Like my ability to communicate.
He did.
And like see people and speak into people.
Yeah.
And like I have a permission with people to tell them the truth that few people have quickly.
Right.
Like I earned that quickly with people.
But you earned it quickly because you do it. You know, it's like strengthening a muscle.
Right.
You go to the gym, you lift a muscle. That muscle's going to get stronger. You can wither away too.
Yeah.
I was talking about this with Zach Lannon, you know, my man.
Yep.
We were talking about this very thing.
You still with him?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, he's training our entire group now.
He was when I was still there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, now we've got an entire reward system called the Vanguard. AEC's partnered with UU, the nonprofit.
Yep.
There's a full Vanguard system. Remember I sent you the picture of the poker chips and stuff? Those all have a monetary value. So like he sets challenges. We have a scoreboard and everything. Dude, on my vision board right now.
You're building it.
Oh yeah, bro.
Man.
On our vision board.
When someone asked me, sorry to interrupt, but someone asked me like, what's this undeniable? It's like, this has been the plan the whole time. Like y'all thought it was engineering. It wasn't. He wanted to build a boot camp to ruin people. Like,
you dang right. Like, right now, I'm backing into
Can we tell the story of your initial employee handbook?
Yes, you can. I want you to tell that one because your version of it's way better than mine.
Like, so the first,
hey man, when I go for it, Keegan, I go all the way, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I love you, Josh, but like I'll never forget. Like you sent me this employee handbook. And it was like requirement to be employed at Undeniable or at Alliance. It was like 12 bullet points. And like, I'm going to exaggerate a little bit, but like it was basically memorize.
Embellishing. Yeah.
Memorize the Bible.
Yeah. What?
Have a 6-pack. Do 75 hard.
Yep.
Write a book. Like, it was like,
I can't say that. Maybe memorizing the Bible was a little bit, but the rest of it, you know, I mean.
But I was like, hey, man, like, I respect what you're trying to build here. I'm not sure legally you can require those
Well,
things.
you told me this, and see, I think I was still figuring this out. You told me one time, you said, Josh, you don't realize how different you are.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that, like, the way that I want to attack life, that I had been holding back, which was causing anxiety, causing me to feel and live outside of my integrity, was causing all that. Most people don't want to do that, right? So what we decided. Thank you for sharing.
I thought it was like one of my favorite coaching moments ever.
AEC people, thank this guy. You're welcome.
You wouldn't have made it. No one would have.
No, it'd just be me and Micah, and Micah probably would have left.
I'm pretty sure
me.
It included a 90-day boot camp, if I remember correctly.
Oh, there's still the 9-day KPI.
Yeah, but I think there was physically like a
still
90-day, like you wanted to like put people through a hell week.
Oh, that's still the plan at UU.
I'm sure it is.
The Forge. We've already got a name for it.
I'm zeroed out.
You know, well, and so the Vanguard is our employees can opt into it.
Got it.
And so now they pick to be punished by Zach, by UU. So it's a service, and our goal with UU is to partner with other companies.
What is UU?
Undeniable University.
Got it, okay.
Yeah, so Undeniable University is now.
I didn't heard you say
No, man, it's all good. Yeah. It's a nonprofit.
Yep.
We started the nonprofit mainly so that we can start to offer internships programs to, you know, like let's say Undeniable Mentality, we sell one of our profiling packages, which we're getting ready to launch. Okay. And we identify a young man or woman who have a propensity to be just an excellent engineer or even a CEO.
Which I got that was the plan from the beginning. Like no one's going to believe you.
I know.
No one's going to believe you built a multi-million-dollar engineering firm so that you could have interns and you could beat them into the ground. No one's going to believe that story. I was there for when you have people, I want to come to like every yearly graduation and be like, you guys are here.
Done.
And it's always the plan. It was always the plan. No.
Oh, dude. So I've already got those like built out.
So Emily built a ring for us last year.
Yeah.
It might fit. It could probably fit on 2 fingers.
Is it like the VMI ring, or we got bigger?
It's bigger.
Really?
It's big. It's way bigger than that.
I love it.
It's way bigger. I
love it, dude. It's so
sorry.
good.
So
you're good,
so,
man.
So you're going to go into profile people. find people who want to
find
evolve.
them, send it to UU. And this is all part of I mean, they elect to do this, but UU reaches out and like, look, we're going to have an internship program. It starts after your junior year. So, because some of our board of directors on UU, they've built some of these internship type deals, and they're like, man, until after their junior year, they're really not prepared to. So, start after your junior year, and then UU, if you complete the internship requirements, you get a job right out of college, working at AEC or other future companies. And that forge period, which is a 3 to 4 year period, it will be customizable because not every company is going to want to do all that. But then you have the Vanguard, which is offered to existing employees, and it's all about culture, dude. And you've seen it, the impact on the culture at AEC. There's something about suffering together. You know, I learned that at VMI, man. Suffering together, like the workouts at Win Rate. Suffering together brings everybody closer together. When you see somebody puking in the bushes, which, by the way, you'll love this. When you meet Clayton showed up now, and the very first day, we had our challenge that month. One of them was to ride the assault bike, which everybody hates, 1 mile under time, based on your age and gender. Because Zach's mapped it. You know Zach. He mapped out all the time.
60 years old.
He had to beat 3 minutes.
Okay.
And so he did. He crushed it.
Which is 20 miles an hour.
Bro, he ain't worked
moving.
out. Oh, God.
Bro, that's moving.
So I'm in the gym. You've been to Chadwick's. And I'm sitting there with Zach, and I look over through the glass, and Clayton's sitting in there at the table, and he's like this. And I looked at Zach. I said, man, that's awesome. Look at him. He's in there praying. Little did I know he'd just thrown up in the bathroom, and he did 3 times that day, bro. That was his first day. So he's got like PTSD. But nah, man, I mean.
He's praying.
Oh.
He's praying for it to be over.
But yeah, I mean, to see how all this has transpired in such a short amount of time. I mean, I think about like.
How fast is 3 years?
Bro. It has flown by. And, you know, you and I, it's been a little over a year since we left Win Rate, and it wasn't for anything bad. It was time. It was time. And it feels like
out evolved the room. Like that's what I saw it. You know, like you weren't getting as much out of the room. You know, we got a lot out of our time together. But like you weren't getting as much out of the room as you did
and that was a hard conversation for me to have with you because I love you. But it had to be had. Is that the right way to say that, Keegan?
It had to be done.
It had to be done. That's what I'm talking about. I got some East Tennessee still left in me, man. But, you know, that's just been a little over a year ago. It feels like it's been like 5.
Dude, we talked every couple of days for 2.5 years.
We did.
You know, like, so just the cadence of communication.
I know.
You know, we were doing voice notes a couple of times a week probably.
We were. At 2 a.m. or 10 p.m., it didn't matter, man. And so, you know, to see where you guys are at now, man, is incredible. And I guess, so right now you're building out and you're doing fractional stuff. Are you enjoying it?
I enjoy the impact I'm able to make by like bypassing the CEO and being able to lead the leadership team directly. I'm able to implement change a lot faster.
Well, because you just pull the trigger faster.
I'm just having conversations. I'm deploying the expectations. I'm navigating the pushback. I'm like, you know, so being able to coach the leadership team directly has been a huge thing.
And I'll tell you, not to interrupt again, but I learned that from you. So Clayton, you know, he came in his first 60 days and literally he comes to me that Monday. He's like, hey man, I really felt like these people need to go. I said, okay, let's do it today. And he was like, and it's not that I wanted to, I mean, dude, your impact, you never want to.
No. But the minute you know it has to be done.
Him.
Yeah.
And I learned that from you guys. Because
it impresses the shit out of people when you make the right decision very quickly. At your own peril. Like those decisions never make your life as the CEO easier. No. Right? And when people see you make the right decision, when it impacts you as the CEO the most, like negatively, that changes a culture forever.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, man, because speaking about 3 years, would you have imagined 4 years ago, where our relationship, what we have done Could you have ever even imagined?
No, I was thinking back to like the warehouse.
Yeah.
You were still an employee.
Yeah.
We had probably one of the most open substance abuse conversations as an organization we've ever had.
I remember that.
And I think you were a key part of like being really vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
And then like that conversation went on for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Right. Like people like were putting some baggage out openly that they had been carrying for decades.
Yeah.
Decades.
Yeah.
People hiding cigarettes and drugs and alcohol and porn. Like it was just, and there were men and women in the room just like being open.
Right.
And looking at like, because at that point you were still an employee.
Yeah.
Right. You had not started the company yet. I had just really like hit probably the growth spurt of the company.
Yeah.
Right. I was probably 6 or 12 months into like multiple millions of dollars and like, multiple dozens of clients.
Yeah.
There were probably 60, 70 people in the warehouse that day. Right.
I can remember almost all of them.
Yeah. No, like I can still
Sam, Les,
picture
Nate,
it all
of them we were all sitting right there.
And so like to say like, I knew that you were I couldn't have pictured you building the team you built.
Yeah.
I pictured you like working really hard and being successful, making a ton more money and like building the life you want, getting the house you want, having the freedom you want. Like I knew you were going to develop that. I don't think I could have projected the leader that you've become.
Well, and so I'm going to pivot back from that answer to you were talking about earlier on the COO thing. And we were talking about, the difference. And I was talking about Zach, and then we went on a complete different tangent. And the conversation with him was this. And I've talked to Price Pritchett about this. I've talked to Michael Bird about this. What is it? Is there a definitive, I've even talked to Leon about it. Is there a definitive trait that you can find in a person via profile or whatever? And I mean, Pritchett's one of the foremost PhD, this guy, and you know what? They all said no. And so I look at what's the one quality that makes a person able to climb to whatever dream God put in their heart and whatever is perceived as that upper echelon. Mm-hmm. And I'm not there yet. And I know you're still working towards your dreams too. And I really think it's this. I think it's the ability to identify things in your life that you need to change and fix, and then not have the arrogance and pride to say, I'm good. And it almost is like an addiction. Like people are addicted to these behaviors, these things in their life, whatever it is, porn, drugs, that stuff's outward. I'm talking about the internal things, the emotional neural pathways, making emotional decisions, not wanting to get up and do the things that need to get done. That's what you do. That's what I try to do. And, when you can get a person, because you run into these people, they're so talented, right? But they never, you're like, bro,
flourish.
If you'll just take this right turn.
Yeah.
And they won't do it, and it's right there in their face. That's that to me, because you've always been willing to identify. Like, I remember you stood up on stage a couple of times talking about, I just realized I've been messing this up. I remember when Josh Munier messed up at that event, and you got on him, and then you went up and apologized in front of everybody over that. Dude, that's what leaders do.
Yeah. I think, like, accepting that you are actually in control is such a life-altering moment.
Right.
That you can do or don't have to do whatever.
Yeah.
And it's no one else's fault. It's not, I'm doing this because, no, it's like either you know you need to be doing it or you don't. And when you're doing it, Yeah. And when you accept the fact that you are absolutely in full control, it's hard to explain to people who haven't done it yet.
Right.
How much different it is.
It is.
But it also comes with a lot more pain.
But it's hard either way, right?
Yeah, but like I think when you fall in line with social norms, it's hard internally.
Yeah.
When you break free and become who you really want to be, it's hard externally.
Yeah.
Right? Because like it's easy to like go along with the flow and be a different person in every room and fall in line with the hobbies and the habits and the vices of everybody around you and fit in.
Yep.
Externally, that looks real easy.
Yep.
I was that guy. There are days I missed that season because like I had friends and like I got invited to things.
Me
and
too.
Like,
and then they stop.
And so I think, but then I sleep better.
Dude.
Right? And
100%.
So,
and go ahead.
I would say, so I think that when people when they realize to become who they want to be, they have to break away from social norms.
Yeah.
That's the fear.
Yes.
That's the scarcity. That's the I'm going to end up alone. That's the I can't afford to step away from this job. I'll lose my house. Like, you're not.
Yeah.
And if you do, you're keeping the house by being somebody you're not.
Yes.
You build an entire life that requires you to maintain being somebody that you don't respect to keep the things you're afraid of losing.
Yep.
And then what you end up losing is yourself.
Amen.
And then you look in the mirror and you don't even recognize who you are anymore.
You do not.
And then at some point it becomes near impossible to fix it.
Yeah. We talk about with our team, kids, everything. There's, and I've talked about it on the podcast before, and I love talking through this stuff with you, bro. You know that. So, there's three things that always get merged together: self-confidence, self-belief, self-esteem. And they're all three completely different. Self-confidence is your belief in a skill set. Like, you're a great speaker. Yeah. You have self-confidence in it. Self-belief is the ability to say, you know what, I can't do that now, but I can do that if I go get some classes or learn how to do it.
Yep.
Self-esteem is a tricky one, and I think this feeds into when you see people really break free from that living outside of what they were intended to be. Self-esteem is built on simply executing on the things you tell yourself you're going to do. Getting up and making the bed.
Yeah. Following through on what you say you're going to do.
Working out, not drinking. And so, like, if you came to me and you said, Brad, hey, bro, I'm going to start working out 5 days a week. What you do, I'm just saying, if you're not. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to stop. But you never did. Would I have much self-esteem for you?
No.
I'd love the hell out of you, but I wouldn't.
I wouldn't trust you.
So we are that friend. Like, internally, we tell ourselves we're going to do this and that. And we don't hold ourselves in esteem. And I think when I started building what started with, a championship day, which I still do every freaking morning.
Yep.
You should see the daggum logbooks, bro. We're wanting to create our own undeniable day diary thing.
Perfect.
Which I love, and it's going to be way more simplified than my crazy stuff. But, oh my God. But, when I started doing that, it allowed me to say, I hear you. I know you're not inviting me, but at least I know who I am.
Yeah.
And at least I'm not living out something that I don't want to be. And I'm so thankful for you on that, bro. Yeah. Like, I tell people all the time how instrumental God used you in my life and how I see you doing that. And even if you only get to 10 out of the next 300 people, realize your impact for me was real.
There's a few that really stick out for me, and you're definitely one of them.
Thanks, bro.
From the first time you joined to the Asheville trip to 2 years later coming out and like sitting down with 12 of your team members at a table.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just like we did everything you asked to do.
Yeah.
Like maybe more.
Yeah.
I remember sitting down in 2023 doing the 2024 targets, and like we were like, we're gonna do 3 million. And you're like, there's no way. I'm like, you're gonna do 3 million or more. Like, get ready. Like, and
we did.
Yeah, 100%. Yes, and that's year 2.
And we should double it this year.
Yeah, that's just getting you to believe that your success was greater than you realized, so that you would start making bigger decisions.
Yeah,
was one of the more challenging parts of coaching you. Because you have extreme belief in yourself, but you struggle finding belief in others quickly, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's on my profile.
Yeah, and so like that was probably I would say like what's the biggest win I believed. I think there is getting you to take action sooner. Yeah, because you're stubborn, and you truly believe starting a year later was the right decision, and but I didn't.
Yeah,
2 very powerful forces coming together there, right? and then coaching you through building a team and like giving up authority.
Yep.
And like those two things, man, like,
but I don't want, but I will say
you
this.
could have fought it.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. I don't want people to hear that. Like, I am stubborn, but the one thing that helped me tremendously was we had gone through this stuff with Jericho. And so when I heard it, I was like, let me think back to Jericho. He's right. And, you know, it's kind of like getting a person to pivot on those types of things. It's like trying to turn the Titanic, man. I mean, the neural pathways, especially as you get older, man, it's hard to change. And that's part of it too, man, is most people just are just like, I'm done. I don't want to.
Well, and when I was honored to, and I truly feel honored to have earned the right to be heard by you.
Oh yeah. Like,
you don't give a lot of people that access.
Right.
To really really pour into you when we disagree.
Right.
Like, always respectfully. Yeah. Right. But like I believe that I earned the right into that.
And you still have.
And that was that was a really cool, like, because there's certain people that, like, if I can get them to trust me. Yeah. Right. You're a high level, high integrity, high thoughtfulness.
Like, it screws up a lot, but thank you.
Well, but like, what it does is it qualifies a lot of the 98% good enough out. Yeah. And that's the hardest part. You're a 100% guy. It has to fit 100%. Yeah. And like 98% is better than most people's. Right. But it's not good enough for you. and that's okay. And that's cool. Yeah. And that's how you build a $6 million company in 3 years. And that's how you impact thousands of adolescents and young adults in UU. And that's how, like, you build the impact that you want to make. And like, you deserve everything that you have.
Thanks, bro.
100%. And you're like just getting started.
I know, man. Isn't it exciting?
Like, the vision of what you wanted, like, I can still picture the building you showed me. Yeah. On the middle of the undeniable campus.
Still got it.
100% you still got it.
Now, see, I've got ChatGPT, so I can throw the image in there, and it like does a cartoon thing, and I added it into my, dude, same here, man. And I want to ask you this. So if you had one message, like, you'd want people to take away from your coaching, like your book, what would it be, brother?
The house in Lynchburg, Virginia, pull up the driveway, he's standing there, I get out of my car, and like, it was absolutely God working through me, but I, with confidence, looked at my dad and said, Dad, I appreciate you're not gonna like this, but me going back to college is a waste of your money and my time. I'm not going back. I'm gonna find a way to be successful without that piece of paper, and I'm gonna prove to you that I can do it.
Choose your heart, man. It's all hard. Sitting on the couch eating Doritos, getting drunk, or getting up every morning at 4:45 or whatever and chasing after that dream. Which one's gonna be more fulfilling?